Andrzej.
Okay.
Andrzej, my father was Andrzej.
Okay,
It's a
Andrzej.
Polish name. But we felt there was an opportunity, not just because we'd done it before, but we had an opportunity to start.
I think it's not only about the sound, it's also about the range of products, because most of the...
We still have that original product. It's been around the world about 10 times in flight cases, going to various shows, and we still have it. We still have the original.
It's quite clear. You transferred your knowledge just to another brand, it's not copying.
No.
You had the knowledge before.
Andrzej.
Okay.
Andrzej, my father was Andrzej.
Okay,
It's a
Andrzej.
Polish name.
Yes.
I'm not Polish, but my father was Polish.
Okay. So you got the Polish name. Okay. It's Sosna is also Polish.
Sosna's Polish, although it wasn't the original name we had. It was Tonqualität. And when my father came to the UK, he decided to change the name to make it easier to spell. And then,
that's clever.
Sosna is supposed to be easy, but most people spell it wrong way anyway.
Yeah.
They put a Z in it, so Z N instead of an
Right.
A.
Yeah,
but it's so easy. It means pine tree.
Okay.
Yeah.
Andrzej. Okay, so we will cut out everything what we are talking now. So hello. We are here at the high-end exhibition 2025 in Munich, and I like to welcome Andrzej from Fyne Audio.
Hello. Yeah.
And we will talk a little bit about Fyne Audio, about the history, what's happening in the future, about you. So I think we all like to know, where does Fyne come from? What was the idea to found the company? What was the idea? Which kind of products you started with, and what was the journey until today?
Okay, I'm happy to tell you. I love talking about Fyne Audio, so that's not a problem. No, it was kind of an accident starting Fyne Audio. It wasn't something that was planned. It was almost turning lemons into lemonade, almost turning lemons into lemonade. Opportunity, because most of the founders were at a different company, a brand called Tannoy, and then Tannoy was effectively closed down over a long period of time, but there was a big announcement to close Tannoy down. And me and a group of other guys got together and decided there was an opportunity here. And actually, it wasn't our idea. It was customers who came and said, "We're a bit worried. Why don't you guys? You guys have all the know and all the experience to be able to make good loudspeakers. Why don't you do your own thing?" So we thought about that, and we spoke to quite a few people, customers and suppliers, and in the end we thought, it's an opportunity. Why don't we try it? It was a bit brave at the time. Some people thought we were crazy. Who needed another loudspeaker back in 2017? The world wasn't asking for a new loudspeaker. We felt there was an opportunity, not just because we'd done it before, but we had an opportunity to start from scratch.
And the knowledge was already there. So
we had this knowledge, but we knew we could make things better. And we had an opportunity with a blank sheet of paper to say, well, if we're going to make a loudspeaker, the best loudspeaker we can make, using the knowledge we have, what would we do? And that's what we said, there's an opportunity here. We know we can add something. We didn't want to come to the market just like another loudspeaker company. We wanted to add something to the industry, and something new, some new technologies, and new ideas. So that's what we decided we would do. And so we did. So we started in 2017, and we didn't produce a product until a finished good product until early 2018. So it took us a year. But in that first few months, we had nothing much to do apart from trying to get money. We had to get finance. We had to get financing. Apart from trying to get money, we just talked about product. We thought about product. We thought about product ideas. And in the first few months, we designed actually 3 ranges of products in that first few months. And then by the time we got to the first Munich show in 2017,
As an exhibitor already. So
as an exhibitor, yes. It was our first Munich show. It wasn't in the MOC. We were in the Fleming's Hotel. We were just part here at the same time. And we showed called the F110, which we had a prototype of. And we showed two other ranges, the 300 range and the 500. Although the 300 range and the 500 range we showed at Fleming's Hotel, it's not really much like the final product that we ended up manufacturing. So that was our first products to show. And in fact, the F110 product is one of our high-end speakers now. We still have that original product. It's been around the world about 10 times in flight cases, going to various shows, and we still have it. We still have the original. So yeah, that was how we started. And it took a long period of time to actually get any real product on the market. And yeah, it was an interesting period of time because you're not making any money. You're just spending money.
Yes,
burning money, burning our cash.
Yeah.
And we got to a point actually. So we'd started in 2017. We got to a point in 2018. It was the first Bristol show we went to in the UK. The Bristol show was February 2018. And we almost had no money left. Literally, we had almost. We've been trying to get money from various investors, but nothing was coming. Also promises, but nothing actually. We had the show in Bristol. We thought we had, I don't know how much money, £15,000 left. So we're just going to spend it all on this show. And if it's successful, and we get some orders and some money, it'll be worth it. And if it's not, well, that's the end of it. At least we tried. And it was very successful. In the Bristol show, it turned our business around. We got customers. We got a huge number of orders for new products.
In your local market or international?
Yeah, we had we'd organised about 15 distributors at that point, but we focused a little bit on the Asian market because we knew that Asia liked high-end Wi-Fi, and we'd had some experience in that market, and some of the European markets. So yeah, from those two markets, and the UK, of course. And so we got a lot of good business at that show, and that turned our business around and gave us actual confidence that we can do this. So that from that point on, we were on a trajectory, on a path, and we decided we didn't expect the business to be an overnight success. We never expected suddenly to be big, and we just knew we were on a growth phase. We had to just keep working, keep growing. We kept doing the right things. Eventually, it would come right in the market. We knew we had great product because we developed some technologies. We developed our technologies called an isoflow. That's the main technology we have, and it's a point source drive unit, time-aligned point source drive. And
it's a compression driver, right? So
it's a compression driver. An HF is a compression driver, and with an LF driver that attaches to it. So yeah, and it's a technology we know well, but we re-optimized the whole product. We knew the shortcomings. We knew the problems with that kind of driver, so we managed to improve everything about the driver. So we've done that, and we devised another technology, which is to do with the way the bass comes out the bottom of it. We have down-firing loudspeakers, down-firing porting, and we developed this technology called bass drives. We got that patented, had a patent on that technology. And then we developed another technology to do with the cone surround called fine fluid. So there were a few different technologies that we brought to the market, and they were all new, and they were all adding something to the performance of this product. So we had that. We knew we're not going to be overnight success, but we wanted to have the right partners with us, people who believed in us, and we believed we could grow. We could grow the business. And over a period of time, that's what's happened, and we've added quite a few products. We only had 3 product ranges at the beginning. We've actually got 9, probably too many product ranges now. But we added quite a lot of products over that period of time, and improved our technologies again. Added new ideas. So we've felt we've added something to the community, if you like. We wanted to be a good citizen of the community as well. We want to be good people to deal with. We want to be respected. We're often And we also wanted to have loudspeakers that, in our opinion, are the best sounding loudspeakers you can get. And our whole objective is to bring joy to it. In the end, it's music. We want to be the conduit to that experience. We don't. Our loudspeakers are not weird. Our loudspeakers reveal everything in music. That's what they do. And so we set out to do that. And in the time that we've done that, I've had so many comments, even not this show because it's only the first day, but last year at this very show, people coming up to me and saying, "Your loudspeaker changed my life. I've got this loudspeaker. I didn't know music could sound so good." So it's great to hear from someone who's founded a company. I wasn't the only one. There were 5 of us who founded the company. So I'm one of the 5. But it's a great thing to hear back from the customers.
But I'm quite sure that there will be also that there were also some comparison between your old background products and your current products. So you heard also something about that. So
of course, in the early days,
yes, you had also.
So right at the beginning, we did not want to look like our old company. We wanted to produce products that were different from that.
Yeah.
So the F1 product, the one I mentioned, the F110, styling completely different from anything that the Tannoy company had.
Yeah.
Completely different style. The only similarity is we both use a point source drive unit.
Yeah.
And so if you put a round circular single drive unit in a cabinet, then it has a resemblance.
Yeah.
So a single drive unit in a cabinet is going to look a bit like.
Yeah.
So we had that from the beginning. But we tried at the beginning not to look like them. We redesigned everything. We revoiced it. It's got our own character sound. Sounds very different, particularly with the bass track system. It allowed us to improve particularly the bass performance of the speaker, the extension, and also the bass accuracy and the bass timing of the system. So very different sound character from those products. But yeah, we got a lot of people comparing us and saying we were copying, which is ridiculous. Everything is our own design.
But if you knew the background, that it's then it's not copying. It's quite clear. You transferred your knowledge just to another brand. It's not copying. You had the knowledge before. And,
it's know-how, knowledge, and experience and skill sets, and that's what we've applied to this new designs. As time has gone on, we've tried to make some products even more different. But there came a point where our customers, right from the beginning, actually, our customers said, "This is what you should be doing," and they wanted us to do things a bit like the Tannoy products. Saying, we don't want to do that at all. We want to be different. We want to be specifically different. After 5 years, so we've been already working for 5 years. We then did bring out a couple of ranges that were a bit like more retro style, more
heritage, so heritage design,
more heritage, still a bit more, much more modern, kind of modern take on heritage style.
Yeah.
So we have some of the show here. In the room. So, but that's not the big feature for us. The big feature is more the contemporary, more modern styling products. So we've got many, many more ranges like that, more modern style. It's the same or similar technologies in all of the products. We have a range of products with smaller products with a lower level of performance, and the bigger products with very high level of performance. But if you listen to one of our products, even the budget entry level one, and then listen to our top level product, you would feel the sound character is the same.
Yeah.
It's a similar sound character. It's just a different quality level.
Yeah.
And a different scale of sound.
Yeah, higher power handling and nicer, different finishing. So that means also what makes the high-end products different, your high-end products, compared to your entry-level products and compared to competitors. So
as we go up in level, we add better and better components. We've got the drive units are more and more refined as we add. So it's components, it's magnet systems. I can't remember how many drive units. I think we've got 25 different drive units now, which we manufacture. And each one is designed for a specific reason. And it's got a different cone or a different magnet structure on the back, different voice coil, different ceramic materials. And as you go up in size and up in you're always adding some level of improved performance. It's either either more detail or more bass extension, with more dispersion characteristics, so you get a really wide soundstage. So we're adding different things depending on the product. But generally speaking, as you get more expensive, as you get bigger, you're getting close to big scale. Bigger. If you come to our room, we're playing 704, which is a 12-inch drive unit, a 12-inch bass. It's a big product, and the scale of it, you can fill a hall.
And they are made local in the UK, right?
Yeah. So that was the other thing to talk about. Really, is the fact that some of our products are made out in, originally it was China, and more recently we moved to Indonesia. So it's not made in China anymore. But so we have some products from a price point of view that you can't really make in the UK and hit a price point. But they're all our designs. We have a fantastic partner there and fantastic communication with them. We're visiting them every month almost and making sure the quality is okay. So from a price performance point of view, you can't make these tiny products in the UK. So our two budget ranges were made in China originally. Say now they've moved to Indonesia, different products. All the rest of the products are made in Scotland, near Glasgow. We've got our own factory there. We started quite a small factory, and we grew with some more units. And in fact, last year in October, we moved into a much bigger factory that we've refurbished. So we opened that. We moved in October. So we've actually bought that factory. So we own the building, and we fitted it all out in that factory. So we have everything now in the same place. Whereas in our first factory,
cabinets, painting.
We don't make our own cabinets. We buy the cabinets.
Okay.
We don't have a cabinet. Originally, when we first started, we were going to have a cabinet making facility. That was the original idea. But that took a lot of investment. We couldn't get the investment quickly enough. It would a much bigger factory. It's expensive. So we decided not to bother with the cabinet making right at the start. We now do some cabinet assembly in the factory. We're not cutting wood. We're not putting on veneers and things like that. There's some very, very good cabinet makers that we work with who do that kind of thing.
They know how to do it,
Yeah, they know how to do it well. Of course, they're our own designs that they make, and we work together on all the acoustics. Cabinet making is complicated, and all the jointing is very particular. To get a good sound out of it. Because cabinet it's a musical instrument. At the end of the day, the cabinet is a very important part. So, we make all of the electronics ourselves, the drive units we make. When the beating heart of the product is the drive unit. That's something we make in our factory.
Okay. And so since you're quite young company with the 2017, right? So what do you think will happen in the next 10 years? So what, especially in the hi-fi and high-end scene, so what do you think will be a challenge for you and also for the whole business? What do you think will happen? What will be difficult?
Well, I need a crystal ball for answering that question, but everyone knows that the hi-fi industry, hi-fi market is a niche. It's a niche market. It's not a huge market. It's a small market. I mean, loudspeakers. There's lots and lots of loudspeakers in the market, but not many hi-fi ones. Not so many hi-fi loudspeakers all over. So we know that we've got to find some way of getting more people into the hi-fi market. A lot of the people who used to be in the market, they're getting older. Let's say a lot of the people who audiophiles are getting older. So we have to get younger people to get interested in the music. So we have to find ways to do that. And there's so many other things young people get involved in. There's so many other attractions. Just to name it, there's so many gadgets on the phone and cars and to spend money on.
How do you think you can attract the new generation also with hi-fi and high-end and basically audio, because normally it's not so important anymore for many people. They don't go clubbing, no party anymore. So this is not so important in most of the lives of the young generation. So what do you think would be some some ideas where we can already the whole industry can look after.
I think we need to have ways for these people, these younger people. Not so much, it's younger people important, but also people who are just not into the music, so get them interested in that. We have to have some ways of bringing them in more. So from our brand perspective, we're looking, our products currently are all passive budget ones, and we do expensive ones. But to get into that, you've got to go to a hi-fi shop, and you've got to have the interest to do that. And how do you make that happen? A lot of people are entering audio from a different perspective, entering with headphones and playing a little Bluetooth speaker that they got. So we need to tap into that part of the marketplace. So what we're looking at, other companies the same is more. I mean, if I was a young person today, I like plug and play things. I like things that are going to work easily. If I was to get young people in, I'd be thinking about some small systems, some small active type systems that they can get used to. Because if you have a stereo, you have to get people to listen to stereo. That's the point. A sound bar or a little Bluetooth speaker, they make music for sure, but it's not the same as listening to a stereo speakers where you get a lot of detail on sound stage and you can feel. You have to get people listening to that. So that's certainly something we're thinking. Getting people in little systems that people can. A lot of retailers are doing the same thing. They have nice little amplifiers with speakers, selling them as a system, little system package that you can buy as a system, but make it affordable. So it's not, and make it also easy for the people coming to the market. They don't feel scared about asking silly questions. They should feel welcome to come and listen to this and hear it. Because we know once you experience good music, you're always going to want to have good music. Just have to get the message. We've got our own factory now, and we've got a really nice listening room in there. One of the things I'm thinking of starting soon is having kind of musical evenings. I'm not talking about charging money or anything. Just a good system, and inviting people to come, just to come and listen. Not so many people, 20 people. Just to come, have a cup of coffee and listen to some nice music. If you like it, you like it. If you don't like it, fine. So at least give people the opportunity to come and experience good sound. And I think the vast majority of people, when they sit down and you say, "What's your favorite music? What's your favorite?" And they'll tell you what it is. And say, "I'll play it for you on this system." And then you'll hear it. Probably for the first time, they will hear it the way they should have.
So you need somehow door opener to let them understand that it's something different existing than any small mono Bluetooth speaker.
It's a different experience, but you have to get people to want to have the opportunity to experience that. And I think the vast majority will really know the difference. And that might, not every one of them, but might maybe 15-20% might go, "Do you know what, maybe I'll take that to the next step."
Yes.
Buy something small.
But will there be any strategical idea from your side to have such a entry-level system, as I mentioned before, as a door opener for younger customers?
Opportunities there. I mean, either a system with a little electronic. But we've got a lot of good retailers, a lot of good partners who do that kind of thing. So working with some other partners as well for something interesting. But we're looking ourselves at looking at different type systems as well.
So active speakers is also on maybe possible.
We've had active speakers working for 4 years now. We've just never launched active speakers.
Okay.
So it's not like it's not difficult to make the active speaker. It's much more difficult to sell the active speaker. And traditional hi-fi dealers, a lot of active speakers don't sell so well. They're more interested in bigger, kind of more expensive systems. So it's quite a difficult thing for a small brand like us to say, for the market, right? So, there's definitely something on the horizon. Partly it's because I think it's an interesting area to be in. I think it's eventually it will be the future. A lot of loudspeakers. I also think it's a good door opener for a lot of people. It's easier for a lot of people to get into the. You just have a system, and all you have to do, it's a good system, all you have to do to make it play is Bluetooth from your phone. A lot of young people will do that. I'll try that. Oh, that sounds great. So I think that kind of thing, much more of that will be helpful for the industry in general, finding ways of opening the doors for people to say, listen, come just experience it. Because when I was young, that was one of the best experiences we had, but we didn't have computer games at the time. We didn't have mobile phones. We didn't have a lot of things. So this was great. But now, we want to get people to try and experience that again, even though they've got lots of other distractions. Things like
I think the problem is that our generation was like born into this into audio, because my father had a turntable. They had huge Sony speakers that time. They were so expensive, all this setup. It was you were born into this already, And I think now also I know so many people from our generation who just said, okay, I have family now and I don't need this anymore. So they're also downgrading, So this is also some trend which is quite visible, that also the people who had it in the past don't have it anymore, because it's not so important for them anymore, And
I agree. But those people reach a certain age when it suddenly becomes important again.
I think so.
In the early sort of 50s, and they suddenly start remembering.
Yes.
One of our original advertising campaigns was about that very subject. It was about, hearing some music that took you back to days when you had this other experience. And, so I think I know a lot of people, they've got lots of vinyl and it's up in the attic in their house.
Yeah.
And they suddenly remember one day. It happened in COVID quite a lot. People were stuck at home. They were stuck at home.
Yes.
And they went, vinyl, I don't have a system anymore. Why don't I get a system so I can play them vinyl? So that introduced actually that kind of thing, caused a lot of interest in audio during the COVID period. But actually what it did also during the COVID period was it pulled forward a lot of business that we would have got after the COVID period. I think we all experienced a bit of a slump after COVID where there wasn't so many people buying, but I think we're through that now. I'm seeing an increase in the sales of us. So anything to get people to come and listen to music, because it's a niche of an industry. We want to get more people to enjoy it. And it's important to every brand, actually, not just my brand. It's important to we all have a responsibility as well. And we have another responsibility as a brand. And we try and, every time we play our product, every time we demonstrate our product, we make sure it sounds fantastic. And we play good music, the kind of music people actually listen to at home. We try and play good music. But I don't think every brand does it. And sometimes you can be quite embarrassed walking around a trade show hearing the quality of the sound.
I think it's not only about the sound; it's also about the range of products. Because most of the industry, they're still focusing on these high-end products, €100,000 for speakers. And they're just focusing on that. And I think the good point on Fyne is that you have a wide range. You can start from very entry level, which still have good sound quality, and then you have no limits upwards. So.
And it was important for us to have that. We always felt we wanted an easy entry point to customers in the brand. They had to have an entry point they could afford. So not everyone agrees with that philosophy. They want to start at quite a high price. But for us, we want to get people to experience the brand. So make an entry level range and have stepping up from that. And I think I said earlier, if you hear an entry level product and hear an expensive product, they sound similar. Not the same quality, obviously, but in terms of the character of the sound, which is for us a very natural open sound. That's our sound. It's natural open sound. A wide dynamic range. All of our products have that. And Dr. Paul Mills, who's here today at the show, he That's one of his things. It doesn't matter what the product is that he's designing. From an acoustic point of view, he wants to make it part of a family of sounds.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
So thank you very much for all the information and for the view that you gave us about Fyne. Is there anything that you like to mention about Fyne, about products, upcoming products it's important for you to let the people know? Maybe some interesting product that you maybe announced already, or which will come in the future.
Just the things that we're doing right now. I'm not spending too much time on it, but one of the technologies that we introduced was a super tracks, a super tweeter technology. It's called super tracks, and it's a super tweeter. But we've designed something completely unique, and it's patented as well. And we introduced it. We introduced it a year ago. Just to show a year ago, and it's a way of producing sound. A super tweeter, which is a good idea, because super tweeter allows you to hear, or it brings harmonics back into the system, as you wouldn't know here. And it changes the tonality of what you can hear. You can't hear high frequency. Some people can. Mostly you can't hear super high frequency. It does change the tone of what you can hear. So that's what the super tweeter does. But the problem with most super tweeters, all of them, apart from ours, is the fact that they forward fire, and the frequency bandwidth gets narrower and narrower and narrower as the frequency. So it ends up being like a torch.
Yeah.
So our design is one with an up-firing tweeter which hits a diffuser, and it spreads the sound, grows the sound from the user track tricks diffuser. We launched that a year ago, and it's been quite successful for us. And we've just launched at this show, just showing for the first time a downscale version of that, so a more affordable version. So the expensive one's quite expensive. It's about €4,000, whereas the downscale version's about €1,300. So a lot cheaper, like 1/3 of it.
And they are an add-on tweeter for.
It's an add-on accessory. You just basically place it on top. They work best on a point source driver system because you have to time align. You have to time align the super tweeter with the energy coming from the main driver. But actually, we've tried it, and lots of our dealers have tried it on any product, and it will improve the sound of any speaker once you position it in the right place. So we're showing a more affordable version of super tracks that we show, which is quite interesting for a lot of people. So that's worth having a look at. And we're showing a really big product, a 12-inch drive unit, as I mentioned earlier on. If you want something to really
700.
704 SP. 704 SP. So we're showing that for the first time here in the UK. We launched it at the Exponer show in Chicago actually a month ago, but we've never shown it anywhere in Europe before, so this is the first time we've shown. And we have two entry-level ranges that it's interesting as a company, we've gone through one life cycle of products now. We had a range called the 300 and a range called the F500 range. They're now discontinued, and we've replaced them with two new ranges. But we use the isoflare technology, our point source driver, in all of them now. So we've just launched those two ranges, and they're at the show as well. And we've upgraded everything. We're doing it. We had a partnership with a pro audio company, an American pro audio company, who we got together with in 2022 because they wanted to have a range of premium ceiling speakers, but they know that the kind of drive technology we have, the point source driver, is really ideal for a ceiling speaker because mostly with a ceiling speaker you're listening off axis. You're hardly ever listening directly under a ceiling speaker. It's almost so it needs to work well off axis, which is what the products do. They really work well, but the dispersion characteristics mean that they work really well off axis. Anyway, we designed the whole range of ceiling speakers for this company. They're on the market now under a different brand. The brand's Atlas. The company's called Atlas, the American company, and the brand is Atlas plus Fyne. It's got our name on the speakers.
Okay.
We designed these speakers. They're on the market now. They're selling well. Other models. But anyway, in designing those speakers, we redesigned the whole isoflare driver to be optimized for a ceiling speaker. It took well over a year to design these drive units so they work for ceiling speakers. And then, having done that, we used all the complicated systems. We used COMSOL. It's very complex design materials. So we used complex systems. Anyway, designed these speakers. Having done that, we realized that they're actually really, really better than the original isotope we made. So we've taken the ceiling speaker and we've actually reduced the dispersion slightly. You don't need such wide dispersion for a loudspeaker. Reduced the dispersion slightly. And so this new, both the budget ranges, we've got better drive units than the original. And we've put them out at the same prices as we put the original speaker out. So it's a very cost effective, better product. A brand new drive unit. That we've again re-engineered. And so and from our perspective, that's what we're going to continue to try to do. Keep improving it. The actual point source driver that we use, our isoflare, originated in 1949. It's a long, long time ago. But we're still improving the concept of it now. We're still improving how that driver can work. So, and we'll continue to do that with all the products in the future. But yeah, so what we will do, we're going to continue to do that. We've got some really good partners. I've mentioned one in doing, that's Pro Audio, the company, but Atlas is a professional audio company. So they make products for hotels and airports and stations. So we'll continue to do work with them, and that helps our brand, it helps our company as well. And the other big market, the budget ranges we produce, we have some more home theater speakers in there. Although we're a hi-fi brand.
Center speaker.
Yeah, we have center channels, we have LCR products, we have on-wall speakers. So we're sort of moving slightly in the direction of the home theater CI kind of marketplace. I mean, again, our technology works really well in that market. So we'll definitely move a little bit in that direction as a brand, because it's a lot of interesting things we can do there. So yeah, that's another direction for us.
Yeah, it's good because you're visible and hearable, with the product. And interesting. Fine. Yeah.
Fine. There you go.
Fine. So it sounds like a good plan also for the future. So thank you very much for the interview and for all the information. Good luck, good success on the show and also for the future. And thank you very much.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
Yes.
Thank you very much.